Hello, and welcome back to the Moon Crash. Let's continue with the Pytheas labs. I assume they are like characters in the DOC pronounce it as Pytheas instead of Pythias as I was doing it originally. We have arrived over here to the labs, and our minimal target right now would be to locate a psychoscope. Simple as that. Do I by any chance collect the glue canisters? No, only the glue charges, right? Cool. I have a lot of shotgun shells and bullets. Okay. Okay. Alright, alright. I have no idea about the layout of this place yet. Volunteer prep over there. Typhon containment over here. Yeah, these are both doors over there, right? Okay, this one is not entirely working. Okay. I don't think Alejandra is feeling okay. He might be a little bit woozy. I need a security station.
Something over there.
I am not a fan of poltergeists. At all. We do have cystoid nest over there. Maybe we can ignore it. Likely we cannot. Yeah, you're still 67. Eh. Okay, that also works for me. This dude. Pavel Дзюба. Okay, there is another cystoid nest over there. I have investigated this guy. Marjorie. Okay. Deployment. exit somewhere. And another entrance to Typhon observation. You really like to shove the... Just nests right here now, don't you? Okay, bolt caster might be very useful in this scenario, by the way. The problem is the lack of space. Containment door controls and an email about the gunshots. Okay. Yes, security station is right over there, which will give me the map of the area, which would be very nice. So let's see, the broadcaster, let's assign you to 9. I mean, that works for me. If I can also return my my dart, that would be just amazing. Apparently I cannot. Utilities. Oh, volunteer cells. Oh gosh darn it. We need to review our neuromod removal process. P01V was returned to his containment cell with enhanced abilities still installed. Unless you want volunteers starting fires or killing security officers, I recommend everyone start taking our protocols more seriously. Marsh, it's gotten worse. Andreas's confinement now includes a Typhon gate, which is working, but I think we need to reevaluate what we are doing. Morale is low. Andreas is such a sweet guy. He's been a friend to all of us. Seeing him like this, unpredictable and aggressive, is heartbreaking. He's almost escaped several times. Can we please set up a time to talk about what's happening? Okay. Volunteer Cell 3 is very peculiar one. That was decrease the chance of trauma infliction. Okay. Yeah, and that's my dart.
Logging cell diagnostic. Files corrupted. List.
Is it a duplicate?
Confidential.
Something at 17. Okay. Yeah, this guy's floating right over there.
I am happy to assist with the surgery, Doctor.
Psi-hypers are to be secured, cataloged, and tracked. Under no circumstances should volunteer be allowed access to unsecured hypers or be injected without the express supervision of the head of Typhon Sciences.
There you are. Take reactivation in 3, 2, 1.
Well, I can see a number of neuromods inside.
Attention, everyone. We have a special announcement from our head of security.
This is Officer Bhatia, head of security. Just wanted to take a second to call out this month's security commendation.
Yeah, there is a maintenance shaft over
The
there.
commendation goes to Officer Casey Fletcher
We can
for
try to get
outstanding
inside the
service.
other way.
Be sure to congratulate Officer Fletcher and buy her around.
Alekna, Andrews install profile. Do not access cell without R's approval. Is this the volunteer that I am playing as? Is it like my character? Do we have a number here? 95301. Okay, these neuromods allow me to grab this thing. Survivors evacuation we read. Johnny's end. He had climbed the ice rack of Winterbane, fought hordes of undergoblins in the Great Dank, solved the riddle of the Undying Hive Queen, all while dragging a heart the size of two large men. And now here he stood at Journey's end. The valves of Grimwing's heart pumped faster, acrid neon sparks cascading against the invisible filament with each pulse. The aperture slowly, inexorably wrestled itself open as Trevor looked on in a mix of confusion, horror, excitement, and longing. On the other side was Empress Tourmaline, holding the stab and the prism in her outstretched hand. Looking for this? She smirked. Afterward, from the author. I know the majority of you will be disappointed in this final installment of my father's epic saga. Know that I am with you in this sentiment. I cobbled together what I could from his notes, our conversations, and a lifetime growing up in the shadow of Trevor Pulsar, but nothing could match his infectious enthusiasm for the characters and worlds of the Starbender saga. It was an impossible legacy. I can only thank you all for coming this far with me and allowing me to at least put some closure to my father's work. May you all find peace and happiness in your own travels through the uncertainties of the cosmos. And that restores my my psi. Okay. That does not seem to work as I want it to work. Yeah, I'm simply too old, man. Okay, that might work. No, I wanted to do a double jump. And now I just slammed myself into the stuff. Which is no so. Oh, god damn it. It's not... I already complained about the platforming in this game, right? I don't want to repeat myself too much. It doesn't feel very native. Yeah, now I'm losing my altitude with my jumps. What is going on in there? Okay, I can do this. I can do this. And now I can do that. And no, this does not take me to the cell that I wanted to. It takes me to volunteer showers. Would you look at that? Damn it. I mean, in the end it does make sense. I'm just still not pleased with that. Also, no map of the area. So we will proceed to the executive level and R&D labs. I think that would be the next logical spot to look for the stuff. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Definitely not what I wanted. Okay, in any case, eventually it worked out. Okay. Tram station and executive level weapons research, which is locked. So there might be cystoid nests on that side. Let's see. Escape pods. Okay, we do have some volunteers. Have a telepath protected by some field. That area feels... the layout looks exactly the same. Nice. Psychometrics. Gail Stewart and Bernard Krukolov. And that seems like the Psi shard, right? Cut this last. White row cut. Mimic edition. Weapon chamber door. Good morning, Meng. I'm sorry I laughed at you. I just sounded crazy at one time. But now I'm actually a little worried. I heard they found another one during the sweep yesterday, so maybe you're right. If even security is being tapped, that would explain why the code to the labs is being changed. Obviously, they need to keep the weapons labs as secure as possible under the circumstances. If there is a mole working for Cosmo, who do you think it could be? And is it even safe to discuss over mail? Psychostatic cutter. Excising material from the Typhon for neurodevelopment may become easier as we fabricate the psychostatic cutter. The premise is a bit obtuse, but in layman's terms, we're recycling the psi in heavy upgraded volunteers and dumping it into a surgical tool that we can use to harvest exotic materials from the Typhon without the current hurdles. I'll get you involved as our prototypes come to life. Obviously, I do not have space for that stuff. Oof, we require 2 spaces. And it also has no... Oh my. This is a prototype weapon that utilizes psionic interference to cause mental damage as well as physical damage. Press and hold to charge your attack and release a psionic projectile that ignores physical barriers. All attacks will drain your stamina. Charged consume psi points. It does not have integrity. It deals slightly less damage, although it is heavily modified. It does, however, deal some electrical damage. So I might consider... Let's see. Yeah, your experimental weapon, so let's put you to 8. And for now we will... I mean, I will hold you.
Good afternoon, Pytheas. Tomorrow,
Isolation
after second
chamber.
shift, Dr. McAllister will be giving a presentation on the properties of transpositional locomotion and lunar regolith displacement as a hypothetical potential in some Typhon species.
What's the emergency?
This mimic you brought me, something is definitely wrong with it. It keeps throwing various shoes at me.
Are they nice shoes?
I'm serious. It's like it's punching holes to somewhere. A universe of shoes? I don't know. But my point is, someone with sufficient Typhon abilities and a strong attachment to someplace else, like...
Like a place on Earth?
Yes, exactly. Then I think you could open a door, maybe even walk through it.
It might be more like getting sucked through a very tiny, tiny straw.
I think I could tweak the containment shield to stabilize the mimic.
We need Riley's permission to run this.
Well, what are you waiting for? I'll be in the lab.
The most terrifying one, to be honest, can shut down gates. How does this affect Typhon? These new abilities appear at random. This is unsettling. How can we protect ourselves? Loop in cruise for a meeting to update Typhon gates. Then we have Typhon P, Lunar effects. Has a shield now, but why? Shoes output. Wish we didn't have to sneak around. Weapons lab 2980. Little fellow likes to throw shoes. Okay. That's actually rather entertaining. Nothing I can do about that. That will be morgue. Do we expect to find someone over here? Typhon ganglion, some biohazard waste. A couple of corpses. Volunteer, cause of death. Lacerations, mimic, concussed, kinetic blast, phantom. Immolated, fire hazard. Please remove potential hazards from test area. Multiple contusions by mimic and something by telepath. I look extremely badass with this thing. Fine with me. Fine with me. Anyone else? Are we good? Okay. QBM standard 150. I have advanced, but only at 62. 62 is still okay. Workroom, which I can unlock. That is good news. Some exotic material. Recycler charge, some stuff, control module. No. Brian Gately. You are at 48. I might need you. I do have, however, extra stacks that I can remove. I don't need to carry extra stacks, so like this. I have advanced range. How advanced? You have all threes, and I have all threes, so not as much as advanced as I wanted it to be. Another Q-beam. Some stuff here and there. Glue canisters. I don't have. I have glue charges, not glue canisters. Let's think about it. So, what objectives I have over there? Oh, escape through the mimic portal. Okay. Yeah, that is what the volunteer is supposed to do. Cool. So it should be an engineer that can repair, and it might be the custodian that can hack. And I'm neither. But it is nice that we can find it, and we at least know where the engineer should go and what she should concentrate upon. I, however, am looking for the security station and complete map of the area, so I will go towards the executive level. Okay. I should have some psi-hyper, right? Okay. I know for a fact that there is a mimic walking around there. am I gonna do with you? Well, okay, that works. It was surprisingly easy as well. No! Bad mimic. Gosh darn you. Okay. We found security station. And that is super good. Did you reload it? I believe I did. Okay. Now, range standard, microwave, I can search for it. I can believe dispense one of these guys. No.
N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
That is way better. Now we do have a tram terminal over there for 3 and 4, which do not seem very big, because yeah, this area is all about the lab. Escape pod status. Moonworks is malfunctioning, so it's only available in the crater. Okay. Hazard reports. Okay. Tram status, supply status, crew.
Security reminder.
Okay.
Exotic material is restricted to the Pytheas labs and crater. Violations will result in immediate disciplinary action, up to and including termination.
Feels like this leads me to the tram. Maybe this was it? 2 of them? Vidas. And you have weapons locker. Nice. Briefcase. Power glove? What's that? Increases movement and aiming speed while firing the glue cannon or Q-beam. Alright. Typhon spores. These things. This over here is an engineering annex, and I do not have a matching keycard. Restroom, favorite mimic place. Okay, none of that is a mimic. No. Okay, none of that restores psi, which is sad, but can happen. Raising Pytheas. Refitting the old Axiom facility presented significant challenges. The original tenants were not concerned with research or, for that matter, safety. This was exclusively an industrial operation where workers labored and slept amid hazardous equipment and materials. The miners were hardy-lot and showed great ingenuity at keeping the place habitable. Unorthodox shielding, air scrubbing, and pressurization systems kept them functional, but no more. The sweatshop environment did not feature the necessities and comforts that we at TranStar value so highly. Our first objective in the refit was a massive upgrade of the life support systems, converting their only surface structure into our current crew living quarters. They provided us with a base from which we could build the lab from the ground up. We determined that placing a dome over the crater would be much simpler than tunneling out a cavernous testing ground. Then we began upgrading spaces with a style and comfort that would attract and retain world-class talent. Sorry. Okay. I wonder if there would be some opportunity to take security operators with me. That would be very nice. I mean, I can, yeah, I can cast them, sure, but unless they participate in actual, like, doing stuff with me, I'm not sure how much, they could be so much useful, that's what I'm trying to say. However, their usefulness is limited only by the random factor whether they decide to go to the place where I need them to be or not. And it kinda sucks. Space elevator. Okay, that's a safe. Psycholytic converter. I am familiar with this concept, yes. And those are the restrooms. Okay, got it. Riley. Well, it's no wonder that this is the biggest and meanest office in the whole building. Program requirements document. Studies show that there is a significant likelihood of behavioral conditions and psychiatric disorders emerging among the population of crew stationed for longer than 3 months. Impacts of behavioral issues are minimized with appropriate tools for monitoring mood and predicting risk, while including as many Earth-like amenities and recreation as possible. System Defender grants immunity to EMP and null wave effects. Q-beam, neuromod. How are we doing in terms of neuromods? Let's see, I can increase my mobility or stamina and toughness. So yeah, this is simply just health boost. I already have 175. Stamina might be useful, but I don't know. I can go maybe with the combat medic or leverage if I need so. Yeah, but again, the medkits are useful if you have a bunch of health that you can use, right? So maybe let's go with the boring ones first. I mean, yeah, the next one is 5. Classic Anthology of Tang Dynasty verse. Not sure that I needed the new pharaohs. The rise of corporations. Oh yeah, I think I read this one. Psychoscope. It's not here. At the top of Pytheas Labs, right?
Hello.
Hello. Vasco Marone. Some more neuromods. Psy-hyper. Cool charge. I believe I have enough to, yeah, immediately take the next one. Psychoscope fabrication and Riley Yu.
Hello.
Crew member is now available. And I have a psychoscope myself. Amazing! All data server info must be uploaded before launch. Secured launcher stored here deploys after upload. Operator goes here. Some data servers and other stuff. Okay. Riley, you are not doing good.
Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your psychoactive potential is at or near peak level.
Proxies, agents, and personhood with red. Emulation theory and application. Morgan notes recommends model 9 something something indistinguishable from the original brain. Okay, you uploaded trials v3 operator mono. Okay, okay. So this is how you create a yeah, your brain scan, right? Project Genesis. Director U. We have compiled data from the Project Genesis, but results are discouraging. First, the good news. Subjects in the test exhibited a never before encountered pattern of synaptic activity that is easily detected and processed via the psychoscope. As long as we have living subjects, observation can continue and results will be easily analyzed. Generating the living subjects is another matter. The source volunteer must have their psionic aptitude pushed to levels that have proven lethal for most subjects. Even if they survive the installation process and are cleared for Genesis, the psyche appears too fragile to manage the load, resulting in hyperaggression and mania. After several research personnel were injured, the process was modified for remote observation. Alright, can I scan already these guys? Yes, I can. Peter's notes. That is very, very nice. That gives me an opportunity to now start scanning the Typhon.
This is a security reminder. Typhon gates are essential to the safety of every crew member. If you find an active gate, please contact security immediately.
Rewrite this into a more PR-friendly spiel before they go on the market. Pretty sure I've seen these in Cosmo reports. Some kind of automated military fighter. I guess TranStar was in the middle of trying to rebrand them into a more friendly role.
Do not engage the bypass without proper authorization.
So there are escape pods over there. Let's see. Pops if it senses movement. Steer clear unless you want radiation sickness or a swarm of cystoid after you. Well, peace was never an option in this case. I mean, I am satisfied by such an outcome. Attracted to movement, throw something to distract them. Yep. Decorative psychoscope. How many I have? 2. Okay. To date, every report from Talos 1 has shown a consistent slate of properties and behaviors for mimics with no known variations. Okay. However, so far we have several documented deviations in more than one Typhon since testing began here on Pytheas. This was first discovered during a routine volunteer exploration in the main crater. It was observed that the resultant mimics manifested several psychoactive energy states: electromagnetic, thermal, etheric, sometimes appearing all in one multiplication cycle. This observation, along with last week's fatal yet interesting incident where a Typhon dysmorphia disarmed and killed a security officer, leads us to hypothesize that the lunar environment is inducing new behaviors and abilities in the Typhon population. We will soon begin full testing rotations to confirm findings.
New sound.
Alright. Pytheas addendum. Due to procedures 2845 to 2864, all Pytheas base weavers have successfully had their spinneret surgically excised in the ongoing process of studying coral creation. This has had the unforeseen side effect of removing their ability to produce a psionic shield. More research on this is required. It poops cystoids and turns corpses into phantoms. Lovely. I can open containment units if needed. That is, however, not needed. Ah, gosh darn it. So, a weaver. Two of them. How lovely. How lovely indeed. I was at 48. Now I am at 45. Doable. Doable. Found yet another chipset. Let's see what that one is about. Increases maximum stealth. Stealth. Increases maximum health. Mother of Lord. The Typhon responds to serious threat to the ecology. Psychic Terror Field can punch through psychoscope shielding, appears to be resistant to most forms of physical damage. Energy weapons or psi abilities might work. If all else fails, run. This is Phantom. Use glue to slow them down. Telekinetic projectiles pack a big-ass punch but can be dodged. Better to get in close and personal. Tracking bracelets on them are sometimes still active. This is another etheric phantom, right? Okay. 2-for-1 deal on Soul Losers. Likes to split off into a clone and has a tendency to leave behind toxic exploding chunks once you are done stomping its ass. Ow, 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 ow. Even behind the shooting it can damage me. Thermal. Running up to this thing is a bad idea, you'll burn. Appears to have an interaction with the mimics, can temporarily charge them with the same thermal radiation. And that leads me to the escape pods, where we can investigate the humans and the telepod. Human. Noticing some of the crew entries are corrupt. Not sure if it's just a general corruption of the sim or if the data never made it onto the vault operator. Prefers to let others do the fighting. Will hide behind a shield until you pop all its little minions, after which it will join the fun. Try not to get to eat too many of its homing psi blasts, or it'll trash your weapons. Getting close isn't an option either, it'll blast you back. Explosive fire and null wave. I do wonder whether... It cannot. Okay. Then run. God damn it. Who could have thought that this thing can actually fit through the door? I mean, it doesn't look like it succeeds, but it's very persistent in its attempts. Let's check. Disruptor stun gun is almost entirely obliterated, which is sad. I need to replace this thing pronto. But yeah, the rest seem to be doing okay. Which is good. Yeah, apart from just some minor altercations, this area looks exactly the same. Have another neural mod, now I have 3 of them. Well, if I find another 5, that would be wonderful. Can you mark this guy? Pretty please. Well, maybe not. What do we have over here? Just some annex. Just some annex. Okay, got him. Well, yeah, duh, you need to locate them before you can use them. In any case, I believe I would like to go back to the Moonworks with this gentleman. And escape the simulation in a story-appropriate way for this guy. That is again through the Moonworks and like shooting himself out in the direction of Earth. And for that we will go over here. We'll take a tram to Moonworks. Yes. Let's see. Moonworks. And we can do two things here. First, yes, we can escape the simulation. Second, we can continue our exploration, because I have not been into this area, right? And I have not been to this area either. And you can see how extensive it is.
Everyone. Tampering with TranStar property is strictly against company policy. This includes seemingly innocuous acts such as drawing on harvesters or renaming security turrets. Thank you.
Oh, the engineer likes to name her turrets. Is that really such a bad thing?
Hello.
Hello. Their voice is completely creepy, to be honest.
Excuse me. Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your mental resources are depleted. That should help you concentrate.
Yes, do that, please. So we know that there is an annex for the custodian over there, right? But if we go forward, we should arrive to the area for the area that leads to the crater over there, right? If I go this way. I will reluctantly agree that removing the timer and thus removing enemies make the traversal uneventful, and it just now feels like checking out the well, completing the checklist, right? So you just have a list of objectives. You need to go here, you need to go there, and some excitement is certainly lacking, but the stress is gone as well. And I would prefer stress to be gone. Imitation power seems limited to objects roughly the mass of the mimic itself. Could the psychoscope be modified somehow to detect hidden ones? Get to high ground and immobilize with glue cannon. Good buddies with a telepath have a tendency to lose their head when they attack, so take them out from a distance. Gotta take them out to drop the big boy's shield. Okay. Sorry. Okay. That deals with mimics. At least with some of them. We have another volunteer over here. Supply crate, sure. Got a chipset, mech attack. Reduces the time it takes to repair an object. And increases the battery life of the flashlights. Okay, nice, nice. This should be the crater axis, right? Cystoid nests, my favorite. Glue cannon, standard. Nah, that does not lead you anywhere, does it? No, it does not. Okay, we have 2 nests over here. There is a recycler, right? Yes, and a fabricator. Okay, extra stacks can go away. That's not much though. I don't see any duplicates, so that is good. And I need to see... I don't have any anti-red, which is sad. I seemingly don't have any food items as well. I do have rejuvenated water and pop star, so I need to concentrate and find some anti-red and some food. Yeah, I don't have any organic stuff. Well, I might make it as a matter of fact. And then I will be also able to create tea ration. Let's see. Yeah, okay, you only will bring me 0.6. Okay. I can spend my coagulating gel, yes, but do I have anything else? Brain pills, sure. Yeah, my neuromods. Some medkits. Or some psy-hyper. But you're saying that 10 medkits will bring me 1 organic stuff, right? Well, this thing will bring me... Oh, you mean to say you will bring me only 0.6 in total? Yeah, I think that's exactly what you're saying to me. Yeah, it's not even enough to create a single tea ration. Or a single anti-red. Well, damn. Well, collect everything that can bring you organic stuff then. Simply everything that you can find. Oh, anti-red. Let's see. Pretty much sure you will not yield me anything related to organic stuff, so you can go away for now. Empty supply crates. Slight panic over there. Yes. But then again, it's a mimic and I don't want to get choked by this guy. Skeletal repair kits. No. I have anti-red, which is a nice addition. I need, however, to create no less than 5 tea rations. So yeah, let's try to split. Confirm. Okay. So you can go away. Let's see what else we don't need immediately. Yes, all my health items, yes. Then we can sort you, we can split you and leave myself only a couple of those. And you will grant me the whole one. Yay. I can probably leave myself just one. The rest can go away. Yeah, water is good, but kinda needed. $340. And that is just a single one, right? Yeah. Let's have a look at it. This, and this. I only need one. I just need one, and then we should be good to go. But I think we will call it an episode for now. In the following one, we will probably well, we do need to find some food, so we will locate. We will walk around. Maybe we will find something. I sure hope so. And after that, we will probably wrap the simulation for Mr. Bhatia, and we'll see what other options are available for us. I feel like we need to go with an engineer next in order to fix maybe some gates. Definitely we need to fix the mimic portal. Maybe we need to hack something, I don't know. But engineer will have to go towards Pytheas labs and yeah, work on the portal before she can escape. And we'll go from there. Thank you so much for staying with me. Hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay, and if that's the case, please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. Hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.